Your blocking means the order of your movements in a scene. The director might say, okay, let's block your scene. I'll call action, you walk over and sit in the chair as you say your lines. When Steve says, what are you talking about? I want you to stand up and cross your arms. As you work on your blocking, it's a good idea to work out your own reasons for the movements that you're making. So when you walk in and you sit down, you might say to yourself, my character's been walking all day and really needs to take a seat. This is called your motivation. It's the reason your character does anything in the scene. If you can find a realistic reason to perform your blocking, it'll make your performance more natural. And it's a good way to remember your blocking too, because you may only get a walkthrough or two before you have to shoot. Knowing your mark is probably the most important thing. A mark is part of your blocking. It's a specific spot on the floor that you need to hit, so the camera, lights, and sound will all be able to capture you perfectly. Usually someone on the crew will spike your mark. That just means that they put down a piece of tape or paper to let you know where to stand. Usually they will spike the mark just in front of your toes, so when your toes touch the mark, you know you're in the right place. Hitting your mark is critical. If you step a little too far or a little too near, you may be out of focus, or you may have walked out of your light, and everyone has to start all over again. If you only need to walk a few steps, it can be easy to hit your mark, but when you have a long walk first, it can be a little bit tougher. Here's an easy trick. As you approach your mark, let your eyes drift down to the floor just for a second, as though you're thinking of what to say next. It helps you see the mark coming, and you can hit it perfectly. Some of these questions you'll be able to answer yourself by reading the script and seeing how the director sets up the scene. If you have problems, the director's there to help you. But what if they don't, or you don't understand their explanation? In part 3, we'll talk about dealing with difficult directors.